The United States has over 120,000 kilometers of coastline that give it some of the best beaches on the planet. But on the other hand, it also comes with a very high number of rip current rescues and fatalities. United States Lifesaving Association estimate the number of rip current rescues performed by lifeguards to be over 80,000 per year.
In the United States and actually around the world, rip currents are our #1 beach hazard, just period, way above anything else we have going on.
Rip currents are the #1 hazard on U.S. beaches for a number of reasons, but I think one of the most important is the exposure. So, there's a lot of people at the beach in the summertime. The weather might look nice, it might look safe, but you can have hazardous rip currents.
In the United States and other countries, they don't use the red and yellow flag system. Instead, they have lifeguards situated at regular intervals along the beach, often in towers, and people can swim anywhere along that beach. And it's the job of the lifeguards to keep their eyes on the whole stretch of beach and all those swimmers.
Bordered by the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans and the Gulf of Mexico, every beach in the United States has its own unique kind of rip currents.
Here in Galveston, we've got our own types of rip currents, of course. We all think we're special at every beach. So what we have here predominantly is something called a structural rip current. So we have a number of rock groins that were put in here to prevent beach erosion. We've also got fishing piers like the one behind me. And each of those generates rip currents. So that's most of what we're doing here on Galveston Island, is moving people away from those rock piers. We do that about 300,000 times a year, where we move people out of danger, away from areas with rip currents.
Riceville Beach Ocean Rescue falls under Riceville Beach Fire Department. So Riceville Beach is approximately 4 miles of beach. We can find anywhere from 30 to 40,000 people coming over here to Riceville Beach in a single day. Rip currents here really are the biggest risk to the beachgoers. We have multiple types of rips. We have some of the rips that form next to permanent structures, so our piers and our jetties. But probably the most dangerous rips we face here are what we consider the flash rips.
The Wrightsville Beach Fire Department uses drones to help patrol their 4-mile stretch of beach. From the air, the dark, churning waters of rip currents are much easier to spot, and so are swimmers who have found themselves trapped.
That video demonstrates really the most common situation that we come across. You had a group of subjects, they noticed that where they were caught in a rip or felt themselves being pulled off the sandbar, and they attempted to swim back. And that's what our lifeguards are looking for. They noticed, and in that video you can see the lifeguards going out to make the rescue. We've had days where we pulled 20, 25 to 30 people out of a single rip, where we've had 200 plus rescues in a single day.